What's up, Kevin? And what's up, everybody? Good luck. This is break number 662 BD. My night's going well. This is the last break of the night. I am the big dog. We got a case of Leaf Collective football. This is the hobby edition. It is a full case of 12 boxes. Good luck, everybody, on this. Let's have some fun. Vincent Papale for Kevin. Kevin wants Vincent Papale. That would be a really cool one to pull, man. I haven't pulled his auto yet. I've pulled a lot of people's autos, but I have not pulled his. Oh, we got somebody asking for Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter for Drew. 12 boxes. Here they come. Look at that. Look at those beauties. Let's see. Put these off to the side. There's your first 6 right there. It's eBay. You see that? Alright, we're going to put those right there. Here's the second 6. There we go. We're going to put those right there. We're going to start with this one right there. That one just feels good. It feels good. Good luck, everybody. 7 cards, 4 autos per box, 3 base cards. Base cards will be taken care of after the break. We will go through them, but we will not top load them until after the break. Junior. Get in there. Alright. Is there my sweat card around here? Is there my sweat card around here? There it is. Nothing in the box. What's in the box? Ashton Jeanty for David over here. Tell Lava what's up from Devin. Okay, Devin. Haas and Henry, baby. Alright. Got everybody asking for their stuff. We're getting all those requests in. We have one card that is on the bottom there. I'm going to put that there because it's a double auto. And we got a double auto in the first box. Those will be randomized at the end of the break. I do have the randomizer available and ready to go. Alright, so the first 3 cards should be our base cards. Here we go. Cameron Edge. Cameron Edge. That is 1 out of 6 on the Cameron Edge. Hakeem Williams. Hakeem Williams. 3 out of 10. Furzell Shepard. Furzell Shepard. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. First auto. Do we have a little Justice in here? Because we got Justice Ellison. Justice Ellison. Little Justice for everybody. 2 out of 20. 2 out of 20. Next up. DJ Uigali. Uigali, or yeah, this guy. I can never say his last name. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. It's your player? I hope so. Roderick Robinson II. 3 out of 7. 3 out of 7. You were going to bid on him and you passed? And our last auto. How about for the Irving Fryer and Tyreek Hill spots. Irving Fryer and Tyreek Hill. That's a double auto. That will be randomed at the end. Tyreek and Irving Fryer. There we go. That's a random at the end. Box number 2. You should have bid on him, Junior. That's $1.99, and you would have had his auto. So 5. Top 3 cards. Top 4 cards. There we go. Top 4. We got Dylan Gabriel. Is that you again, Junior? Because I know you're a Gabriel collector. 3 out of 5. Dylan Gabriel. Will Howard. You got him again. That is Will Howard. 9 out of 20. Jalen McMillan. 5 out of 6. Our first auto is Andre Green. Andre Green Jr. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. What break? Loud and clear. It just started. This is box 2. Yeah, box 2, my friend. You're good. Our next auto. Hall of Fame football player Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann is numbered 1 of 1. Uno de uno. Next auto. Harlem Berry. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Last card, second box. Mason Holtzclaw. 6 out of 20. Box number 3. Need you a Kirby Smart. Okay, Devin, we'll try. Need a Kirby Smart for Devin. First base card, Chuck Foreman. 16 out of 20. Kyle McCord. 1 out of 5. Juju Lewis on the Black Shimmer. Juju, that is 6 out of 6. And our first auto goes to Elijah Ohelke. Ohelke. Elijah Ohelke. And that is 3 out of 10 on that first auto. Woo! You go, boy. Brady Hart. Brady Hart is our next auto. 4 out of 7. 4 out of 7. Caleb Burton. Caleb Burton the third. 8 out of 20. Last card, Ryan Wingo. Ryan Wingo. 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Box number 4. Cough of Vincent Papali. Cough. Got you, buddy. I'm trying. All right, first up, Davis Brin. Davis Brin, 2 out of 7. Colin Hurley. Colin Hurley, gold. That's a 1 of 1. And Jurian Dickey. Jurian Dickey, 19 out of 20 on the Jurian Dickey. First auto, Graham Mertz. Graham Mertz, 7 out of 20. Brock Vandegrift. Brock Vandegrift, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I pulled Munoz in the last break, Junior. For Cincinnati. Brendan Sullivan. Brendan Sullivan, we're on a quarterback box. Three quarterbacks in a row, 1 out of 2. So can we get a quarterback for our fourth auto? Can we get a quarterback for the fourth auto? It is not a quarterback. Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love. 7 out of 20. Oh, you were there? Nice. Box number 5. Box number 5. All right, we got Robert Lewis. Robert Lewis. That numbered is 6 of 10. Earl the Pearl Campbell, 3 out of 8. And Trey Harris the third, 4 out of 20. First auto, nice one, Akili Smith Jr. Akili Smith Jr., big prospect right here. That is 13 out of 20. 13 out of 20. I appreciate that, Junior. I really do. Max Brosmer. Max Brosmer. 2 out of 7. 2 out of 7. How about OBJ? Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ on the 1948 throwback variation. 3 out of 5. OBJ 3 out of 5. Last auto. Ryder Lyons. Ryder Lyons 7 out of 10. Box number 6. Ellis Robinson the fourth. Ellis Robinson the fourth. That is 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. How about Bo Jackson Gold? Is that a 1 of 1? It is. 1 of 1 Bo Jackson. And Dejon Edwards, rookie. Dejon Edwards, 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8. First auto. Giles Jackson. Giles Jackson, 8 out of 10. Ben Bryant. Ben Bryant, 10 out of 10. Kevin, you can't keep winking at me, man. It makes me laugh and I can't say the names. Rashad Owens. Rashad Owens, 6 out of 20. Last card goes to Helaman Kachuga. 4 out of 8. Helaman Kachuga. What a name. All right, next 6. Here we go. Six boxes to go. Here we go. Box number 7. Andrew Armstrong. Andrew Armstrong, 1 out of 7. Giles Jackson. Giles Jackson, 3 out of 6. Akili Smith Jr., 2 out of 5. First auto goes to Grayson McCall. 4 out of 20. Brandon Campbell. Brandon Campbell. 6 out of 6. 6 out of 6. I see a gold vinyl 1 of 1 as our last card on this stack. Jaden Wilson. Jaden Wilson. 7 out of 20. Gold vinyl 1 of 1 coming up. Dallas Cowboys helmet, old school. How about a 1 of 1 Roger Staubach? Roger Staubach, 1 of 1 for the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Great hit for the Roger Staubach spot. We've hit Roger Staubach and Joe Theismann's 1 of 1s. That's pretty sick. Box number 8. Box number 8. Yeah, that's a nice looking card right there. That one was nice. Cam Miller. Cam Miller. Green Shimmer. 4 out of 7. Cam Miller, 4 out of 7. Brady Cook. Red Shimmer. 7 out of 10. And how about Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes, 1 of 1 on the blue shimmer. Black and blue shimmer. Nice hit for the Patrick Mahomes spot. First auto. Stephen McBride. Stephen McBride. That is 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Kevin, did you get outbid on Mahomes? Did you get outbid on Mahomes, Kevin? Eric Singleton Jr. Eric Singleton Jr. on the black. 2 out of 6. 2 out of 6. Had a lot of veterans. And there he is. Junior, you called it. Anthony Munoz. That is a nice card, yes. Anthony Munoz. 10 out of 20. Junior, you took Anthony Munoz, right? Or no? How about Sam Levitt? Sam Levitt. 14 out of 20. Yeah, okay. There you go. You got an auto, Junior. If nobody bids, what do I do with the others? Well, if it's a good card, I send it into PSA. If it's an okay card, which is what most of them are, if they're autos and stuff, we use them for like skunk packs, and we also use them for card shows and stuff like that to give away to kids and stuff. But normally what we do is, I mean, if it's like a big name like, say, Michael Vick or somebody, you know, we'll keep that card and get it graded, or we'll sell it at a card show. But if it's just regular cards, that's how we make our skunk packs for you guys. So that way you guys don't, we use those to send to you guys that don't hit anything. What do you think that Mahomes comp's at? Just a guess, I have no clue. Honestly, Green Mountain, I couldn't tell you. I mean, it's a Mahomes 1 of 1, but again, it's not licensed. It's Leaf. I'm guessing probably 40 to 50 bucks, probably. That's a guess because it's not an auto. If that was a Mahomes auto, I'd probably say a little higher. I'd say between 20 and 40 bucks. Right in that range. Yeah. Dwight Phillips Jr. 1 out of 8. Camario Taylor. 10 out of 20. Emmanuel Henderson. 5 out of 5. Dylan Jones. $1 million, Kevin. 10 out of 20. Jim Hart, Hall of Fame quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, 4 out of 20. That is Dion Burks, 4 out of 8. And we got another double that will be randomized. Another double that will be randomized. Let's see who we got. On the front, we have Jackson Dart. On the front. On the back, Trey Harris Jr. It's the Ole Miss connection. 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. Trey Harris, Jackson Dart. That will be a randomizer at the end of the break. Three boxes to go. 21 more cards. All right, first one is Devin Neal. 2 out of 8. Will Griffin. 20 out of 20. Landon Holly. 3 out of 10. How about Steve Grogan again? Is that the second one of these? 17 out of 20. Or did I get Steve Grogan in the last break, Junior? I got Steve Grogan in the last break, right? And now I get him in this break. Crazy. Yeah. Mabry Mature. 11 out of 20. Jaden Craig. That is 4 out of 10. Jeff, you got the Irving Fryer? Okay. DJ Lagway. That one is 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 on the DJ Lagway. 2 boxes. 2 boxes to go. Jaden Voisin. Jaden Voisin. 16 out of 20. Marv Levy. Did somebody ask me for Marv Levy earlier? Can't remember. No, Kirby Smart, right? 1 out of 2 on the Marv Levy. And Tate Reynolds. Tate Reynolds, 5 out of 8. I don't know if I could name my kid Tate. Q Hobby, yes what, my friend? Did you hit something? Cameron Edge. Cameron Edge, 7 out of 20. DJ Lagway, nice, bro. Congrats, dude. Congrats. Nate Yarnell. Nate Yarnell, 4 out of 8 on the Nate Yarnell. Philip Bell III. Philip Bell III, 18 out of 20. Philip Bell III. Never heard of this guy. And our last card of box 11 is Barry Sanders on the Pixel Bowl 1989. Going to the Barry Sanders spot, 1 out of 25. 1 out of 25. I have now pulled 3 Barry Sanders autos out of different products in my career. 3 Barry Sanders in my career now. One was inscribed a 1 of 1 that said Lion King. That was a sick Barry Sanders pull. Does not ring a bell. What does not ring a bell? Barry Sanders? Alright, last box, guys. So I will make my obligatory speech. We do not refund shipping if you skunk in the break. We have skunk packs. We send out stuff to you guys. We cannot refund your shipping. We have to send something. eBay's getting very, very strict on us about making sure we're doing it right. So, please do not blow up my messages requesting shipping back. If you have one spot and you hit nothing, that is a skunk. We will send you something. If you have 100 spots but you hit one spot out of that 100, you did not skunk. If you hit, 10 out of 10, of course that's not a skunk. 0 out of 10, that's a skunk. So there we go. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Here's the last box. Then we'll do a recap. Derek Zammit. Derek Zammit. That is 20 out of 20. Jonah Coleman. Jonah Coleman. 6 out of 8. And Miles O'Neill. Miles O'Neill. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Again, all of these base cards I will penny sleeve and top load after the break. They are all numbered. I will take care of them for you guys. Every card in this break gets top loaded. Alright, here we go. Our first auto of the last box. Hakeem Williams. Hakeem Williams. That is 1 out of 20. 1 out of 20. Kevin, could you imagine if Vincent Papali is the last auto and it made you sweat this far? I hope so. Caden Dixon Wyatt. Caden Dixon Wyatt, 1 out of 7. Yes, guys, I am cheering for everybody, but Kevin has made me laugh in this break like nobody's business. James Simon. James Simon, 3 out of 20. And our last auto of the break. Last auto of the break goes to... It is a cracked ice. It could be a 1 of 1. That looks like Ohio State helmet. That looks like an Ohio State helmet. Because it is. That is Will Howard. Will Howard, 18, on the cracked ice, 1948 throwback 1 of 1 photo. Will Howard on the auto. Congrats to the Will Howard spot. You didn't buy Will Howard, did you? Junior. I keep telling you. No, I'm kidding, I don't. Alright, we got two randomizers for you guys. One is Jackson Dart and Trey Harris. The other one is Irving Fryar and Tyreek Hill. Let me take 2 minutes to set that up for you guys, and we will do the randomizer, and then we will recap and get out of here. Oops. Alright, here we go. We need the dice roller. We need a list. Randomizer. We got Irving Fryar. And Tyreek Hill. And the other one is Jackson Dart and Trey Harris the third. Right, Trey Harris the third? Yep, perfect. Alright, I am now going to switch over YouTube to the randomizer. Alright, and I'm going to take eBay with me over to the randomizer. I am going to zoom in. Dice roller. Alright, here we go. We're going to roll the dice. Got to be 5 or higher. Rolling the dice. There we go. It's a 6. We're going Irving Fryar, Tyreek Hill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more time a 6. That is going to the Tyreek Hill spot. Tyreek Hill spot right there. Second one, 6 times. Jackson Dart, Trey Harris the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. Going to Jackson Dart. 6 times on there. Jackson Dart on top. Going back to the break. Alright, it's recap time. We're starting with the Irving Fryar, Tyreek Hill. Irving Fryar, Tyreek Hill. That's going to the Tyreek Hill spot. We're talking Jackson Dart and Trey Harris the third. We got Jackson Dart winning that one. I'm sorry, Bart. Here we go. Here we go to 20. All these are numbered to 20. Simon, Williams, Philip Bell, Cameron Edge. That is Maubrey Mature, Steve Grogan, Jim Hart, Dylan Jones, Sam Levette, Anthony Munoz, Jaden Wilson, Grayson McCall, Rashad Owens, Achilles Smith, Jeremiah Love, Graham Mertz, Caleb Burton, Mason Holclaw, and Justice Ellison. To 10, Jaden Craig, Stephen McBride, Ben Bryant, Giles Jackson, Ryder Lyons, Elijah Ohoki, and Harlem Berry. 2-8, Nate Yarnell, Dion Burks, and Helaman Kasuga. Kachuga. Caden Dixon Wyatt to 7 with Max Brosmer, Brady Hart, and Roderick Robinson. To 6, Eric Singleton and Braden Campbell. To 5, OBJ, Brock Vandegrift, Andre Green Jr., and DJ Uguele, which I probably said wrong again. Number to 3, DJ Lagway. To 2, Brendan Sullivan and Ryan Wingo. Are one of ones that were not numbered. That is, not autos. Colin Hurley, Bo Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. Are one of one autos. Will Howard, Joe Theismann, and gold vinyl Roger Staubach. And I think this has got to be the hit of the break. I know it's to 25, but that's Barry Sanders on the blue shimmer Pixel Bowl 89. Barry Sanders. There you go, my friends. There's your break. Have a great night. Again, I apologize if you didn't hit. We will send you a little goodie bag, and I hope you guys have yourself a great night. We'll see you next time. Peace.